Then, okie dokie, welcome listeners to my next episode, my next featured guests. It's always a pleasure to interview, international emerging independent artists. Today I'm joined by Ansley, a singer-songwriter. So joy to have you on my radio show here in England and the UK. How's life treating you today?
Everything's been going great. I just arrived in the UK yesterday, so a little bit of jet lag, but honestly, getting used to it. I did this, on my first tour in the UK in October, so I kind of know the ropes now. So, yeah, I'm having a great time, and I'm so excited to be here talking with you.
Yes, brilliant. Well, welcome here to England and just in
Thank
time
you.
for a very early spring and exciting times for you. One of the reasons we got you on is to talk about your latest single. But my first question, I usually ask my guests, for those you have yet to discover, yourself and your music, could you just please uh, introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about yourself? Do you recall your first musical memories and so on?
Yeah, so I'm Ansley. I started singing at a really young age. My mom put me in a singing contest at 6 years old against 21-year-olds called AMTC. And I won it actually, which was crazy. And I signed with a management team in New York City who was with the Jonas Brothers at the time. And so I lived in New York City every summer, and then I was on Sesame Street. And then while I was in there, in New York every summer, I would be just training, doing singing lessons, dancing lessons, tap, you name it, off Broadway. And then after that, when I got a little older, I decided I wanted to stay in Atlanta and work with Mama Jan, who works with Justin Bieber and Usher. And she taught me so much. I still work with her to this day. And then I started songwriting and I came out with my first EP at 14 years old. And then through that, I went to college and then wrote a song called Don Julio, and it hit top 40 last year on radio in the US, which was a dream come true. And then ever since then, things started skyrocketing for me. I got to sign an album deal with producer Dallas Austin, who works with TLC. Madonna did Michael Jackson. I mean, that was, an amazing thing to happen with me. We're still finishing the album right now. It's called Banned from Normal. And now my own Rich Man, my song right now is on UK radio, which I cannot believe. So I'm here right now and I'm about to open for Boyzlife. And I'm just so excited.
Fantastic, brilliant. Um, so not discography, a great, impressive background there to get musical background to get to where you are now. Your new
Thank
single,
you.
"My Own Rich Man," is a very fitting track for this time of the year. The weekend. We're getting
Yes.
ready and everything. Was that the kind of story behind it? What the listener can expect from it?
My Own Rich Man is a story about, it is about female empowerment and really not letting anybody take control of you in your life. I wrote this song when a man actually told me one day, I was with my producer, Dallas Austin. He went up to me and was like, one day you'll get to be invited on a guy's private jet. And I looked at him and I was like, no, I'm going to own my own private jet and I'll invite a man on it. And that's kind of what I want to let people know, especially women, like that we can do things ourselves. Like we have our own money, our own power, our own self-worth. I realize in life, like nobody's gonna save you. You save yourself, and you're your own rich man. You get to do what you want to do, believe in your dreams, believe in yourself. And that's what I hope people get from this song. And it's also just fun. I wrote some funny lyrics in there, just to, mess around. But really that's the meaning of the song, just loving yourself and knowing that you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Excellent. Yeah, in my notes here, I say it's an empowering anthem and dance pop as well, and hopefully the audience that can resonate with them as well.
Yes. Mhm.
Fantastic. What was the experience like, recording My Own Rich Man, like putting the song together, from start to finish?
Oh, it was so much fun. I mean, literally right after that whole comment from the man that was like, I'm going to be on some man's private jet. And I was like, no, I'm going to be on my own. I looked at my producer. I was like, I'm running to the writing room. I'm going to start writing, go into the, recording studio and start making beats. So I was going off and just like writing down a bunch of stuff. And I came into the studio and I was like, okay, so here are some of my ideas. And we actually put the lyric about me having my own private jet and like penthouse in the chorus. Um, and it was just so much fun working with Dallas Austin. It never feels like work. You're just making music and having the time of your life and getting to put your feelings into, a song. And so it was just so much fun. Really so much
Great.
fun. Yeah.
That's lovely to hear. And this record as well, I believe it's not the only record you've released. You've had previous hits as well.
Mm.
You've had a hit with Late Night Slice as well.
Yes, that's one of my favorite songs that I've written. It's kind of a metaphor, to a booty call, to be honest with you. But it's just like a really funny song metaphor about, going to get pizza late night. But yeah, I love that song. So yeah.
Yeah, my notes in here. After a late night out, it's perhaps one thing that springs to mind, getting a slice of pizza. Do you have a favorite pizza slice personally?
I really like pepperoni with onions on it and sometimes avocado and hot honey.
Oh,
That's
very good
my,
choice.
yeah.
Cool. And Risky as well. Is that one of your songs as well? Risky. Um, it has like a modern feel pop sound to it.
No.
No, no, sorry. That's someone else.
I like the name though.
Yeah, Risky. Yeah. Would you share any of the songs that you may have released as well?
Yes, so I have a song called Liar Liar that has been released, and also I did a remake of I Want Candy, which is a very known song. I love the song I Want Candy, so I wanted to do my own, Atlanta pop version, a little hip hop into it. And I think that's all I have out so far that I came out with 5 singles, and then the rest of my album is coming out in the summer, but it's Late Night Slice, Liar Liar, My Own Rich Man. Oh, and one of my favorites, Crying in My Champagne. That honestly might be my top favorite other than My Own Rich Man right
That's
now.
great. Well, get the listener to check, them songs and add them to their playlists if they can. And do
That would be awesome.
the dance pop songs as well? Do you ever sing like ballads as well
Yeah,
sometimes?
so when the whole album comes out, you're gonna see a different side to me as an artist. And I played the piano, so these songs I wrote on the piano, I have a song called Damaged Goods and a song called My Imperfect. And for example, My Imperfect is about being a girl in this day and age with social media and, comparing yourselves to Instagram models and, models everywhere and just trying to be this version of perfect and wanting, to look a certain way that everybody else is. And I went through that myself when I lived in LA. I, did all this filler in my face. I had this really fake long hair that wasn't me. Like I just did a lot of things that wasn't me when I looked in the mirror. And when I came home, my mom told me something that I actually put in the song at the beginning, and she goes, "You don't need all that. You're already beautiful." So when she told me that, I decided to take, everything out of my face. I cut my hair. I like wanted to see who Ansley was, and that's what Banned from Normal is all about as well. Just like being truly authentically you. And that song I can't wait for people to hear.
Fantastic. And yeah, so 2026 as well. We're already in March, so some pretty good things to look forward to for
Yeah.
yourself. Brilliant. And as a songwriter as well, what influences, creating music, just from everyday happenings? You
Say
know,
that again.
yeah, when you're writing songs, what influences, your
Oh,
art,
my influences. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Every day is something new. It can come from breakups, boys, family stuff, friends. Yeah, even stories that my friends tell me about what they're going through. I mean, I really connect to a lot of things, and I'm an empath, and I mean, it's a good and bad thing because I write about everything that I feel. But lately it's been about, boys and just like friendships and, stuff I went through when I was younger that I'm able to now speak about that I wasn't able to a long time ago. And it's like therapy for me as well. So, I mean, it's a lot of things influence me for sure.
Fantastic. And of course, you're on the road with Boyzlife as well. Um,
Yes.
you're performing in Coventry in the West Midlands, which is my neck of the woods in
Oh,
central
wow.
England.
Okay.
That's on, I believe, Sunday, 22nd of March.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. I think that's my last show. That's my last show, actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so that would be Warwick. The Warwick Arts Centre, I believe that is.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yes, and where's best for people to just check your website or social media?
So I'm at Ansley Music on social media, Ansley Music. And then for streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, I just go by Ansley. And then for my website, it's www.ansleymusic.com.
Brilliant. And final question. It's a nice question. What brightens Ansley's day?
What brightens my day is talking to my mom and seeing and, snuggling with my puppy and listening to good music.
Fantastic. And who's on your playlist these days?
I would have to say Tate McRae. I love her. Sabrina Carpenter, The Kid Leroy, Miley Cyrus. I mean, I have so many people I'm listening to right now, but those are some of my favorites.
And any final words you may just like to say, just to kind of wrap up the interview to your fans or followers or anything else?
I would just like to say, believe in yourself. Never let no bring you down. If anything, if somebody tells you you can't do something, push yourself harder because I've been told no a lot in my life, and now I'm getting to open for Boyzlife. And just keep believing in your dreams and don't let the haters get you down and love yourself.
Very good pearls of wisdom there. And Ansley, special guest on today's show, brand new single, My Own Rich Man, doing the rounds on the streaming platforms as well. Please support that track as well. Thanks. It's been a
Thank
pleasure
you.
chatting with you, and all the best with your latest tour in the UK. Really hope it goes well for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No
Have a good rest
problem.
of your day.
And yourself. See you soon on the next record, possibly.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do
Take
it.
care then.
All right. You too.
Ansley, special guest
Thank
on today's
you.
show. Thank you.